Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Team Reaper TCG League Cup final. This time we are coming from Russellville, Arkansas at the PvP Arena. I am Clayton Fagan.
And this is Chris Weber.
And so today we have Brandon McLaughlin from Memphis, Tennessee. He is playing the Dark Box, which is basically, it looked like it swept a lot of cups this weekend. I know that it topped a bunch of California, and I want to say it topped some up in Indiana area also.
I mean, it looks really fun.
It does. It does look like a lot of fun. My son actually won the senior division with the Dark Box. Not quite this list, but it's the Dark Box nonetheless.
Well, and it's better than Dark Pulse because it does 30 damage.
Yeah, it does. So the new, so let's get into that real quick. The Greninja Zoroark with Dark Pulse, it does 30 plus 30 instead of being the old Darkrai EX, which did 20 plus 20. So, I mean, you're looking at massive amounts of damage plus 250 HP. On a Pokemon basic with a Fighting Fury belt at 290. That is just insane and very hard to hit. He is going up against Mark Mukau Oliver, who is playing the Gardevoir Sylveon,
which is also pretty good.
Melodic.
Yeah, I like the Melodic.
It's super good. It reminds me of what's the card in Standard now that gets knocked out and you draw 7?
Miss Magius.
Right, so Melodic gets knocked out and you get to attach 3 energy from the discard pile to, I want to say it's your Pokemon any way you like.
Well, yeah, it's like I think it's...
except for EX Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, you may have to do it to one basic. Not like different basics.
Okay. But nevertheless, you can't attach it to EX Pokemon.
Yeah, just to one of your Pokemon, but not EX.
Not EX. But Gardevoir Sylveon is a GX and not an EX. So there's a little bit of that wordplay there that makes it kind of broken right now. So yeah, here we go with the finals. Alright, so we have Brandon on the left with the Dark Box and Mark Mukau Oliver on the right with the Gardy Sylveon tag team. And already he's going to get a mulligan here for Brandon. I believe Mark is going first. So.
His hand didn't look very good anyway, so it's probably a good mulligan.
Right, it was a good mulligan. Yeah,
I saw a Gladian.
Yeah, yeah. Turn 1 Gladian's kind of just nasty. Yeah. You definitely don't want that. And the sad part is he actually could... if Mark's going first, Brandon could take the knockout. That's how fast Dark Box is. He could legitimately, with Max Elixirs and Dark Patches. He also plays the, I believe he plays the Darkrai Prism Star. Which,
I think he does.
I think when you bench it, you can attach up to 2 energy from your hand to the Darkrai.
And I know that he plays the Yveltal also.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. So, yeah. It's all right, so here we go. It took his 2 mulligans. And, the Dedenne start. That's not very good. Mark's going to start with the Gardy Sylveon tag team, though.
I would imagine that he plays at least a second Dedenne or like a Lele or something, though.
Or a Shaman.
Yeah, or Shaman.
There. I'm sure Skyfield's in there to be able to get set up and everything. So, turn 1 greens.
Turn 1 greens.
You know, and that's not bad because he's anticipating that he's not going to be able to take the knockout turn 1, which is kind of underestimating it, but at the same time, I don't know what else he had in his hand.
Right.
So it's probably the play here.
Seems to be a theme with Mark's deck. He gets turn 1 greens a lot.
Turn 1 greens, depending on the deck, is actually really good. So he's going to go ahead. So he's going to grab the Diaball here. He's probably going to grab a Phoebus with that.
And it looks like the stadium.
Actually, that power plant's pretty good. That'll keep Brandon from using Tapu Lele or emptying his hand and being able to. Also, he will not be able to use Dark Cloak.
Right. To retreat.
To retreat. So that's actually pretty good. Also, I don't know if he plays Hoopa or not. I know that the old Darkrai used to play the Scoundrel Ring Hoopa to be able to grab EXs out of the deck, but I'm not sure. I don't have Brandon's list, so I don't know how many... if any of the Darkrai Dark Pulse.
And he just he throws down the Skyfield immediately.
Okay, wow, yeah. So let's get rid of that stadium. Skyfield in hand. He's going to go ahead and Battle Compressor. I'm assuming that there's going to be some Darkrai GX going down and some energies.
Yeah, and doing the quick first deck search to try to find out what's prize also.
Yeah, absolutely. I really wish I had his list.
I bet I want to say that it's probably just pretty standard, but I also don't know.
I would imagine it's close to the old Darkrai EX, and then just replaced it with the GX.
Although now I guess it's not even really a Darkrai deck because it's got Zora Greninja.
Right, yeah. So it's dark. Well, yeah. So it's Dark Box or Turbo Dark. Actually, I think what they're still calling it is Turbo Dark.
Turbo Dark.
Just not Darkrai.
Yeah, because you got Dark Patches and Max.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I see a Marshadow, I believe. I believe he plays a Let Loose in there. So there's an Energy and I believe 2. Oh, he's gonna change his mind here.
Yeah, Juniper.
So he's gonna go Juniper here.
Maybe he's got Verseeker in hand for the turn.
He's got Juniper. So the Darkrai GX has Restoration, which means once during your turn, before you attack, if it's in your discard pile, you can move it from your discard pile to your bench and then attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. So
it's pretty good.
And that's what he's going to do here. He's going to go ahead and use Restoration. And yeah, it is super good because you got to think that's 30 damage just already going out. All right, so then he's going to attach for turn to the Darkrai GX. Also, the Dead End GX is probably what he wants to go for here.
I think he max looks.
Yeah, Dark Union GX is not the best GX attack for the Greninja Zoroark, but Dead End GX, if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, then that Pokemon is knocked out. So you throw a laser, and then so there is a laser right there.
And he's also asleep.
He's also asleep. So if he can get
a third
energy, then this is already going to be a knockout.
Right. Yeah, because the Dedenne just has one retreat. Even
right,
if he
so he's already attached,
so
he's going to have to get a Dark Patch, so he's got some work to do here.
But he's got Battle Compressor and 2 Ultra Balls in hand, and a Shaman, so I think he could still get there.
Okay, so he's going to go ahead and get rid of the Darkrai Prism. Man, if he gets a turn 1 knockout and just leaves a Phoebus, that's going to be insane. That's going to be... I don't think Mark was expecting this.
I want to see it. I want to see it happen.
Okay, so is that the Dark Cloak?
Yeah.
It is the Dark Cloak Darkrai.
Other art.
And there's already an energy on the Dedenne. So that's a free retreat right there.
Right.
So he's got a way to get in. Okay, so now he's going to Battle Compressor.
Mew. Yeah, you don't need Mew.
Don't need the Mew in this one, no. So you probably put another energy. Okay, I'm not... Wow, what is that?
I don't know what that card is.
I can't tell what that card is.
I think whenever I was watching him play, I looked at it and it had something to do with Dark-type Pokemon, although I don't remember the name of the stadium.
Wow. Oh, it's a stadium.
It looks like something circle.
I wish I had his list because I can't see what it is. Okay, so here's a shame. It looks like it's set up for 4.
Marshadow, Dark, Battle Compressor.
4 is another Battle Compressor, Marshadow, and you have the Skyfield. So do you go ahead? So do you go ahead and let loose here?
I mean, if I was playing this deck, I would just do it.
Yeah, like, because I mean,
what do you lose?
Right, he's under a special condition. So all you need here is to hit a Max Elixir, a Dark Patch. Okay.
I mean, as long as you're not setting yourself back, I'd say just go for it.
Well, I mean, you look at the board state. I don't think he's setting anything back.
No. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you go for it here. You absolutely. Yeah, you let loose. And he's going to go ahead and compress to the Ultra Ball, the Thin. Yeah, so he's going to go and let loose here. Wow. This is one heck of a turn 1.
So you just have to...
He just has to hit an Elixir or a Dark Patch. Yeah, and then he'll just take 3 prizes. Wow.
And he hasn't even played a Dark Patch yet.
He hasn't played a Dark Patch or an Elixir.
Well, he's played 1 Elixir.
Oh, he did play 1 Elixir. Okay, did he whip it? Oh, no. That's
he's
right.
Got,
okay.
Oh, there's the Elixir.
There's the Elixir. Okay, so now... All right, well, it all comes down to these 6. I don't know why you dropped the pseudo. Maybe just to get it out of there. All right, so you're going to go ahead and...
I think you have to select 3 if you do this.
Yeah, I would have actually, since you have Elixir in hand, I would have put 3 energy back in.
I probably would have 2. I don't know why you would put the Mew back in hand at all. Or back in deck, I mean. I mean, maybe he still doesn't know what Mark is playing.
That's true. All right, so here we go. He hits this Elixir and... Oh,
yeah, there you
and
go.
He hits it, so wow. All right, so he's going to attach the Elixir to the Darkrai GX, and I see a Dead End GX coming. Wow.
Definitely.
That is really gross. So, yeah, Dead End GX to take 3 prizes. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that is... one heck of a turn 1. And so, put up the Lonely Phoebus here.
Mark is actually just left with nothing.
Yeah, Mark didn't really... Yeah, he's going to play the... Let's see, so he's going to play the Trainer Mail first. And I know that he...
Well, because he greened last turn.
Yeah, he greened last turn.
For, I think,
so he can grab the Verse Seeker here, maybe? I don't know. I didn't see what else was in the...
It is possible for Mark to deal some damage back.
Well, I'm going to be honest. That's not the way I expected the turn 1 knockout to go.
Right.
I was thinking load up a bunch of energy on these Greninja Zoroark and just swing. But yeah, wow. So
I guess what Mark needs to do now is he needs to...
he needs to get another Pokemon out, first of all.
Yeah, he needs the Gardy
Dark
Sylveon
Cleave
on
hits
the bench.
130. And it's not affected by resistance either. It's a straight 130. So even though Gardy Sylveon is resistant to Dark, this doesn't hit for resistance.
So, it's
a 2-shot. Yeah, so it's going to hit. So it's 260. So yeah, Dark Cleave actually is probably the way you want to go here.
So you got greens.
So Nest Ball for sure to grab the other. You have to get another Gardy Sylveon, obviously.
Mark right here is looking for Melodic, a Gardy Sylveon on the bench. Somehow attach 3 energy to it with Max Elixir and attach for turn.
Yes.
Get 3 energies on the discard.
And then just empty the hand.
And then ditch the Melodic, promote the Sylveon, have 6 energies on it, and boom.
Yeah, because at this point he still has to take 3 prizes. So the Melodic, knocking out the Melodic doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so here we go. So it's a Battle Compressor, so he's going to be able to put energy in at least, and he's going to be able to... Now... Do you go ahead and Magical Miracle even though you can't get all 6 energies in to get the knockout? I think you do. To get the energy
definitely
off the board, you have to do that.
I think so. I think, you just take the knockout here. The anything extra is just icing on the cake.
Yeah, it would be nice to drop him to a 0-card hand, but at this point you really need to get that Darkrai back into the discard, even though he'll be able to come back out with 1 energy.
Yeah, and I'm still just realizing how good the Melodic into 3 energy immediately is.
No, absolutely. No, it's fantastic. Because it just goes,
bonkers.
Yeah, and not to be able to attach it to EX Pokemon, but to be able to attach it to GX Pokemon is kind of not fair.
So there's attachment for turn.
All right, so he is going to go ahead and get the 3.
And do you bench anything else? I guess not.
No, he's going to go ahead and GX, yeah. He's going to go ahead and GX for 200, take the knockout. So that's a smart play. He had to do that.
Yes,
he had to
definitely.
Do that. All right, so Skyfield is still active. The Sudowoodo is not going to come into play here because Mark's never going to have a bigger bench than probably 2.
Yeah, now Brandon just needs to hit Dark Patch, attach for turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Max Elixirs, Dark Patches. So here's an attachment for turn on I believe that's the Greninja Zoroark GX. And then he's going to go ahead and put down the Fighting Fury Belt. So now it's got 290. Yeah, he hits the Max Elixir.
I don't think there's any way that you get enough energy to one-shot the Gardy Sylveon.
Well, I don't know. Right now he's already at 100.
That is true. But you have to consider the resistance.
Oh, that is true. So it does hit resistance. That's
80.
True. So he is at 80. Okay.
Yeah, you would need...
He needs a lot. There's no lie. There's no lie. And Colress is only for 6 right now if he plays it. So and that's going to be a Juniper. There's another Skyfield, Fighting Fury Belt. There's a Dark Patch. Doesn't look like he hit very much on this.
There was a Dark Energy, but he's already attached for turn, so... What's he got? There is definitely the Dark Patch, and he has 2 more bench space, so you can Dark.
So you only need 2 energy. So if you Dark Patch, you definitely want to put it on probably the other Darkrai EX, I guess. It does Night Spear. It does 90-30. So if he does put down a Phoebus, then he could snipe it for 30 and knock it out. But like I said, that doesn't really matter because he still has to take out a big boy. All right, so he's going to go ahead and use the Restoration.
Yeah, I think it is pretty smart to still set up this Darkrai GX since
absolutely because it does 2-shot, and not only that, but you're bringing it back to the end, so there's 30 damage, and so that a Yveltal.
Yeah, I think it's Oblivion Wing. It accelerates an energy from the discard pile.
So this is pretty smart. He's gonna go ahead and use the Yveltal, and I want to say it does 30 damage, which would only be 10.
Yeah, but now it does 10.
Because of resistance. Yeah. Fighting Fury Belt, so it does 20.
It does 20 now. I want to say Yveltal, there's no...
I want to say it's 2 energy from the discard.
I think it's just 1.
Is it just 1? Oh, okay. So it's not as broken as I thought. But it's still not terrible. I mean,
it's not terrible.
So you're adding 30 more damage there.
Right. Yveltal has 120 HP?
I believe so.
And then with Fighting Fury Bell, it's got 160, so
it's not a knockout.
Yeah, it survives with 10 HP.
Yeah, it survives with 10, so...
I'm going to double check, though.
What set is that from? Do you remember?
I want to say Flash Fire, or either that or XY Base.
Yep.
And it was reprinted in Generations.
Okay.
With like a really pretty shiny art.
That's right. I remember now.
So it was printed in XY Base. It's got 130 HP.
Oh, 130. So now it's got 170.
Yeah, and it was printed in Steam Siege.
Okay.
And it was printed in Generations.
Okay.
So yeah, they printed it a good amount, and it was printed as a promo.
Nice. I really like the Dark Box. It is super fast, but also at the same time, being that I'm a huge fan of Buzz Armstrong, I hope it gets really popular.
Yeah, because that'd make your deck.
It really would. It really would. And also, not only that, but against Bark and Cover as well. You know, I lost my top 4 matchup to Mark here with Bark and Cover. Horrible game 2 to Brick. And if I would have taken that game, I believe that I don't know that the Dark Box would have any outs if I got set up. So
yeah,
that would have been okay with me, but it didn't work out that way. I ended up getting top 4, and here's Mark in the championship. So
he's not playing Scramble Switch or Switch.
He's not playing Scramble Switch or Switch.
Or Escape Ropes.
Yeah, or Escape Ropes. So I mean, he's just straight gassed here. He's just trying to load up as quick as he can. And
there's a Silent Lab.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely get rid of those.
Yep, absolutely.
And then
so Mark's gonna go ahead and put down another.
I mean, it is still like a fresh Gardy Sylveon, so like maybe at one point he doesn't have Guzma, you can just retreat the damaged one.
Yeah, absolutely. And he also plays Max Potion. So
yeah, so there's a Scramble Switch.
Yep. Nice.
Just as
Yep.
Does he have another energy to attach? Although at this point it doesn't matter.
All right, so he's gonna attack for, I believe it's 150, and then move 1 energy.
Right.
That way he's at least got 1 down.
There's a Verse Seeker, so he's got Ultra Ball, Dark Energy in hand. Probably checking what he can Verse Seeker. Maybe a Juniper. Depends on how much he likes his hand, really.
Seems like Dark Box probably just loses to Handiwork. As fast as you mill through the deck.
Possibly.
It's like, yeah. Just Mark just kind of sneaks the Handiwork in there. All right, so there's the Silent Lab going away again.
Oh, and he's got to discard one more for...
yeah, so he's Ultra Ball. I thought he was playing Verse Seeker, but he's going to Ultra Ball here, okay.
What's he grabbing? Does he grab the Mew? That's interesting.
Yeah, he's going to grab the Mew. I think he's probably just thinning at this point, I would imagine.
Maybe he has a Juniper in hand. Oh, Verse Seeker in hand. Okay, so that's got to be like
he's gonna
3 Verse Seekers down.
Yeah.
So he's probably got 1 Verse Seeker left, but his deck also only looks like it has like 10 to 15 cards in it.
So he's going to Verse Seeker for Juniper. There's wow, Dark Patch, Max Elixir, another Dark Patch?
3
Dark Patch. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. So that was a turn attachment, correct? All right, so now, okay, there's a Restoration. Dark Patch. They're in there. There's 1.
2.
All right, so you're looking at, okay, wow, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. That's more than enough.
Well, hang on, 3, 6, 9, 12.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's like 3 something. Yeah.
Wow,
That was super fast. On to game 2. Mark's obviously going to start. That looks like a Shaman start. Yeah, so you go from Dead Nene start to Shaman start, but it didn't even matter. The deck is so fast.
Well, because he runs 2 Shaman, 1 Dead Nene, 1 Marshadow.
Yeah, so you've got all this. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of like shuffle draw support Pokemon.
Yeah, so there's a Shaman start, and Mark's going to attach for turn here. I see a Guzma. I can't really tell. I think it's Scramble Switch, maybe.
Yeah.
Trainer's Mail, I believe.
And it looks like Brandon has Dark Patch, Juniper, Battle Compressor.
All right, so here comes Nest Ball, which I am very sad about Nest Ball rotating. That's probably one of the best cards in a long time for Ball Search.
And for the longest time, it wasn't even played.
No. Well, basics are big now, literally and figuratively.
But yeah, for the longest time, Nest Ball wasn't even played, and then
it's kind of like Marshadow. Yeah, it's kind of Marshadow. Until In rotated. When In rotated, that kind of brought the Marshadow up.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm gonna say that Nest Ball, it's Sun and Moon, but whenever Zoroark was released, I think that's when Nest Ball got really big.
I think you're right too. All right, so here comes
the
Phoebus, which has 30 HP, which doesn't really matter. Although he, Night Spear.
Somehow set up a Night Spear?
Yeah, set up a Night Spear to take a prize. But it doesn't matter because you're still taking 8 prizes. You still have to take... Mark is going to make you take 8 prizes. So here's an N.
Yeah, because he was going to knock out the Phoebus anyway.
Right, absolutely.
That's why I'm kind of interested in Gardy Sylveon post-rotation with Miss Magius. I think it could be really cool.
It can be really good. Dark Box, though, is pretty good in Standard also. There's some things going on.
The Mega Tyranitar?
Mega Tyranitar, there's a lot of different...
Mega
Sableye Tyranitar. There's a lot of different lists going around. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens at Worlds. That's going to determine...
I can't wait to see what happens at Worlds.
Yeah, that's going to determine a lot of things.
We see a professor's letter.
Not going to go into what I'm playing, but I'm very excited. We're 2 weeks away, so... this is we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Here's a trainer's mail. I think I like the secret rares with the Verseekers and trainers mails. I think they're really pretty. Don't get me wrong. I like the new big gold ones, but
I think I'll always prefer older cards over newer cards. Like if I had a secret rare set of
you've been around the game
Ultra
longer
Balls,
than I have though.
Yeah,
I started Sun and Moon base, so I'm looking at this big shiny Ultra Balls, Sun and Moon, going, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This card's awesome, which, by the way, the price of that thing has really tanked.
You can get the Plasma Ultra Balls for like $50 a piece.
Well, that's true, too. Now, until it becomes standard legal again, which I believe Ultra Ball, it won't be out too long.
Maybe eventually.
I think it'll get reprinted eventually. Same with Double Colorless Energy. I think it might be out for a year or so, and I think it'll get reprinted.
Well, Ultra Ball was only first released in black and white.
Ah, see, I didn't know
even
that.
before that, they had no Ultra Ball.
I didn't know
And... that. GCE was legal in base set, but then it was not legal until 4th gen Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Okay, see, I didn't know that either.
So they went a very long time without DCE or any type of Ultra Ball search.
Chris dropping that Poké knowledge.
So it may be a while, but it could happen. I mean, Ultra Ball is always going to be an item in the video games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. All right, so here, speaking of Ultra Ball, Search here's going to grab the Dark Cloak, Darkrai.
And then another Ultra Ball?
Another Ultra Ball, getting rid of the Prism.
It does make me sad, though, because I have like 15 plus
I should be putting the
Balls.
Prism up in the Lost Zone, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I don't think he's coming back with it. So.
Well, and the things with the Prisms is I think most people might forget to put them in the Lost Zone.
Right. Oh, no, he did. There it goes. It's in the Lost Zone.
Whenever you're searching through your discard, you realize...
I will run into stuff and be like, oh, I'm sorry, this has to go up here. Okay, there's a computer search. We did not see that last game, I don't believe.
And then he's Shaman for, 6? Just a clean 6?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
so there's a restoration. Is that a battle compressor? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A battle compressor. This deck is just so fast. It looks really fun.
It does look really fun.
It looks really fun.
But I don't want to buy all these cards.
No, and I already have Buzz Armstrong ready to go, dude. Yeah. Let's bring it.
Tell your kid to stop playing it so I can.
Oh man, he loves it though. He always wants to play Darkrai. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care about the meta. He just wants to have fun, and so he's just like, I'm gonna play Darkrai. And of course now Darkrai is so much better. Yeah, it's good again. So
I wonder if this card will ever see standard play the Greninjas.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let him know that you played Tristan round.
Oh yeah, round 2 and he
beat you with Darkbox. Yeah,
pretty handily. I'll say.
Pretty handily. Yeah.
I was playing Drampa Garb and he beat me.
Yeah. So way to go, Tristan!
Shout
out to my kiddo. Way to go, Tristan! Actually, his first year as a senior, also. So that's kind of he's growing up.
Sigilith is pretty good though.
No, yeah, it is. All right, so here we go.
Just seeing some more setups. Some Hypnotoxic Laser.
Is he gonna be able to do it twice in a row? Here's a dark. Okay, here's a dark patch.
I mean, he just needs one more energy. Yo, Juniper. Yo, Max Elixir.
So he hits Max Elixir and he's already got it again. Is he going to do it again? Wow, 2 games in a row, but what can you do? Oh, and he hits it. Wow.
I mean,
so 2 games in a row, he's going to dead end GX and take 3 prizes on his first turn.
He probably at least plays, like 10 to 12 energy.
I wonder how many lasers he
like
plays.
Maybe 13.
Well, Tristan plays 14. When I used to play, I played 15.
15? That seems like a lot of energy.
It is a lot of energy, but think about how many you have to have. With Zoroark Greninja, you don't need as many, though.
Yeah.
Because it does 30. So, wow. So there's a dead-end GX for 3 prizes on his first turn.
I wonder how often that happened for him during this tournament.
I don't know.
It seems like it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, it is pretty consistent. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. What's crazy is he actually lost to Roger Price playing Trevenant in Swiss, which you would think that Trevenant Break would be a free win, being that Trev is weak to dark. You just set up, Greninja Zoroark being 250. If you can get the Fighting Fury on before Trevenant gets set up, you can still play items. You're looking at 290. It's going to take Trevenant forever.
I have to imagine he bricked really hard.
Brandon must have had to, because also not only are you only tree slamming for 40 because it's resistant, so you're either doing 30 or 40 per turn. You just one-shot it with 2 energy.
Yeah.
So, he must have bricked super hard to lose to Trevenant Break in Swiss.
There's a choice band.
And then, of course, Roger was his top 4 matchup, and that was a loss for Roger. He lost 2-0 to that, but that's Roger's second top 4 in a row. So he's looking at...
pretty good start to the season.
Yeah, he's sitting at 64 already, so pretty good. So here's a Silent Lab going down.
And
I have a feeling that
Mark
that's
will
not
be able
to
to
stay
take
there long. Yeah, Mark's gonna be able to take the return knockout. This is almost the exact repeat of what happened
game 1.
Game 1. So
got Acerola.
Battle Compressor is gonna get rid of Acerola.
And those 2.
Yep, a melodic.
I don't think you would need those anymore, really.
No.
Because once you get it once, then you're probably good.
Well, theoretically, he could do it again. But he's going to use the GX right here, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, you don't have to, because he's got Choice Band.
Oh, you got Choice Band, so he's not going to use the GX. Okay. So if he could hit... let's see, he doesn't have another Pokemon down, so... Alright, Skyfield immediately drops.
Yeah, and so...
Brandon has to free retreat.
Yeah, Brandon would need a lot here to just take the return knockout. But, it is possible.
Well, and if Mark, if he could have got a Phoebus down and then maybe another Melodic, he would have been able to get the energy to go ahead and use the GX, take the knockout, and put Brandon down to a 0-card hand.
Right.
And at that point, it's kind of hard to recover.
That's a double Restoration Darkrai right there. 2 of them.
Wow.
As cool as that card seems right now, it was never played in Standard.
No, it wasn't. No.
Because whenever it came out, Buzzwole GX was really big. And if
it was.
And if you're playing Dark, you're just playing...
Yeah, because that's when Beast Ring first hit, and so everybody was like, I'm going to play Buzzwole, and it was pretty bad.
Alright, so we see a chorus...
For his own 7. Yeah, because 7. Mark has no bench.
Shuffle and draw 7.
Yeah, so Skyfield almost... Yeah, that's crazy.
So right now he's got... So it's 30 plus, right? So it's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150...
See, Darkrai is...
So he's got 190 on board right now, 170 with resistance.
170 with resistance.
There's a Max Elixir and a Dark Patch.
Yeah. Darkrai would have been my dream matchup for a Bark and Cover. It's Skyfield, and I'll go ahead and Colress for 14 here.
You're like, if I can just do one thing in this game, it's Colress for more than 10.
That'd be awesome, yeah. Okay, so now he's dropping 8 there, okay.
I mean, because why not? Like, if you get rid of the Skyfield, you just
so
get
now
rid of
you're going to Battle Compressor,
put
in. See, I wish I knew what that card was.
It's a stadium, and it's something... Let me see.
Obviously, it's not useful in this matchup.
Let me see if I can find it somehow.
I
think it's an X and Y card.
If somebody's watching this, if you could just post in the comments as to what that stadium is, that would be very helpful. Like I said, if we had the list, then we would be more prepared.
It's from XY Base.
What's
it's
it called?
Shadow Circle. Each Pokemon that has any dark energy attached to it has no weakness. Pretty good.
Wow, that's pretty good. So against Buzzwole, but Buzzwole plays Field Blower, so
right.
Yeah,
but
also Karina for Field Blower.
It's probably a pretty clutch, like 1 or 2 of them.
It could be. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it.
There's a Dark Patch onto the Yveltal.
Yep, absolutely.
And we just see the retreat into...
Well, if you retreat into the Yveltal, then you're only hitting for 10. It's not really going to help you with the resistance factor. So you're going to add an energy, but...
Well, the Yveltal also seems a lot better when you have the Fighting Fury Belt. And since he doesn't have Fighting Fury Belt, then it's kind of meh.
Yeah, but you're still not getting one-shotted.
No, he's I think, yeah, because it is 150 and Yveltal's got 130.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so he would need the Fighting Fury belt.
Yep, my bad.
And so right now it just seems kind of like he's trading energy, but he didn't even have one in there. So I don't know. That was interesting. I feel like he would have just.
I feel like he'd go up because Mark's not gonna be able to one shot you back.
And
I feel like he'd go up.
He's only got 4 prizes left, so he wouldn't win.
Right. So I feel like even if you could one shot you, but I feel like you go up with your Greninja Zoroark and just hit into it because what's Mark gonna do? Greens for max potion and then lose all his energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably a misplay on Brandon's part. I don't think it's gonna come back to bite him because he only needs 2 prizes left. So Mark attaches for turn here. And he's going to play the greens.
Yeah.
Now he's got 5 energy on.
So he just needs one more.
He needs one more energy.
But I don't think he can get it on there.
He's not going to be able to get it with there's no bench, and so there's no way for him to max elixir. So he could go Nest Ball, and then he could go Nest Ball, max elixir. And then if he has an energy switch in hand.
Yeah, I think he did play an energy switch. So he could technically get it.
He could technically get it. But yeah,
it's not likely.
I'm not even sure I would want to waste a GX on one prize. But if it puts him down to 0 cards,
maybe.
But at this point, I mean, you see, what has he got? An energy, and you can't really tell what else there is. Maybe 2 energy in hand. All right, so there's a scramble switch, and he's probably gonna so maybe grab a Nest Ball for another Gardy Sylveon.
Right. Yeah, because the EV Snorlax doesn't do anything now.
No, it doesn't, because he pretty much plays all basics.
Yeah. What's the... Yeah, and even the GX is kind of... I don't think he'd want to use that.
So Dark Box just kind of loses to Jolteon.
What does Jolteon even do again? Block damage from basics?
70 and then blocks damage from basics.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Are you talking about the old one or the new one?
The old one.
Yeah, Jolteon EX.
Yeah, Jolteon EX, yeah.
I remember when that card first came out, it was like $40.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else that cannot be attacked and hit by basics?
Vileplume?
Yeah, Vileplume. Yeah. They just can't attack, but yeah.
And so here we see Xerneas.
Okay. And
Wonder
Slap, which is not gonna do.
Yeah,
it does get rid of the Skyfield, but
doesn't really hinder him.
Yeah, it doesn't hinder him that much because it's pretty easy to just put another energy on.
If he really does have like 14, 15 energy.
Right, absolutely.
And so there's an attack for, I think, 160.
And then knockout. So it's like a prize. It's like a prize here. So he's going to put the Shaman.
It does put a little bit of pressure because...
It does because he still has to knock out... So even if he knocks out the Prism, he still has to knock out the Gardy Sylveon. So he's still taking the 8 prizes or 7 prizes per se.
And now Mark can only knock out the tag team and win the game.
Right. Which is...
still going to be hard.
Yeah.
But...
Well, he'd have to 2-shot it. There's no way for Mark to 1-shot it, unfortunately.
His deck's looking pretty thin.
The maximum his deck will hit is, I want to say...
230?
Yeah, no, it'd be 240 with if he could Megaton Friends GX.
Yeah.
With a choice band, hit for 240. So that's not going to be enough, unfortunately. So yeah, he could never 1-shot.
Yeah, and I think Brandon's deck's looking pretty thin.
I don't know, unless he goes Big Brain, Megaton Friends GX with a choice band and then drop a shrine.
Yeah. I mean, that would get
that little ping 250, but I don't see that happening.
I don't think he runs shrine.
Yeah, probably not.
But it could happen. Or Giratina.
You're right, just drop a Giratina real quick.
Distortion Door.
Yeah, Distortion Door.
It's like, wait, where'd that
card
even
come from? So
it's
it's not impossible, but yeah. Alright, so here's a max elixir. Not sure what he's looking at. Discard for... Okay, so he's still got the Wondrous Labyrinth, so he's going to go ahead and attach Max Elixir to the Greninja Zoroark here.
And then Juniper, it looked like Dark, and then...
So he's going to go ahead and take the knockout here, he's going to go down to 1 prize, and it's definitely enough.
Yeah.
But he's may count it out,
3, 6, 9, 12...
the Xerneas Prism has 160, yeah.
You've got 130 just on the Zoroark Greninja.
Right, yeah. Oh, no, 30. Oh, yeah, you're right, because it's 30 plus. I forget about that.
I always forget about 30 plus.
Yeah.
I always think it's like 30 times.
Absolutely. So right now, you're looking at, that's game. There's really nothing he can do here, because he's going to get 1-shotted next turn. So, wow. That was really...
very fast.
Very fast, yeah. So, Greninja Zoroark. MVP, obviously, is Darkrai GX. The Dead GX 2 games in a row.
Took 6 prizes.
Took 6 prizes in 2 turns. I mean, like it's Mark goes first each game, and then puts up the Gardy Sylveon, thinks it's safe. Next thing you know, Max Elixirs, Dark Patches, Dark Cloak. It's just insane. Restoration, Battle Compressors. Yeah, the deck is so fast. Really nothing you can do.
With probably like 3 to 4 Darkrai GX, like 4 Battle Compressor, 4 Dark Patch, 4 Max Elixir, 14
absolutely.
Energy, like 4 Verse Seeker, Juniper. Yeah.
So it's not Turbo Darkrai anymore. It's just Turbo Dark. You
yeah.
can't. There's really there's no the Darkrai EX Dark Pulse was gone. It's not in there. Yeah, it's probably he probably doesn't even play it. Mm-hmm. Really no need. I would imagine there's probably 2 Dark Cloaks just in case you prize one.
Probably 2 Zoroark Greninja. Probably like 3 Darkrai GX.
3 to 4 Darkrai GX because you figure Restoration is
you want to use the ability.
And with a lot of tag teams being played in, he probably plays a couple lasers for sure to be able to get the special conditions. So yeah, wow, super fast. So congratulations to Brandon for the 50 points. Get the beautiful playmat and the prize of Champion League Cup for the Russellville Expanded. With the Dark Box. So
fun stuff.
Fun stuff. So so thanks for watching, guys. Our next League Cup, not sure yet. It'll be after Worlds for sure.
So until then,
I'm Clayton Fagan.
And this is Chris.
Have a good one, guys.